You didn't hear the joke that I said during the movie, like when they were doing the final performance.
What?
How their little quattro turned into a trio.
No.
No, you don't get it.
No.
Because of the miscarriage.
Okay, hold on. Don't push record yet.
I want to sing that song at karaoke.
I'm not a girl, not yet a woman.
Yeah, but they were very begrudging, like, I am not a girl.
Oh, that would be a shit. All right, Reesa
Talking to the microphone.
Teesa. Are you recording?
Yeah.
Oh, hi, guys. Welcome to another episode of Word Vomit. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being here. Ricky, how have you been? Word VW. I think.
No, because last time I did it, it was backwards.
Oh, okay.
I did it like this. I have to do it the way that they would be reading it.
Okay.
Chilling.
Yesterday, I don't even have the glasses on, and I told you that I was going to wear the entire episode because I didn't want people to see me without makeup. There we go. Sorry.
I didn't realize you didn't have any makeup.
Really?
Yeah, you're such a natural beauty.
Thanks.
I also don't notice when you do have makeup, so. Do you think you're good at makeup?
Yeah.
Yeah? All right.
You have been harassing me all day.
All right, easy. I'm the one with the headphones. It's going right into my eardrum.
No.
Dude, last night.
Dude, okay.
Oh, I broke my car.
I was so mad at you yesterday.
For
we have
breaking
a
my car?
lot to talk about. Ricky, what the hell, bro?
You asked me how I was doing, and then Tuesday I broke my car.
How did you break your car?
Ran over a thing.
Little John,
Not Little John. I did not run over Little John.
Little John popped the tires on a car last night. 2 of them.
Which one?
He said he missed a curb.
No, it sounds like he hit a curb.
He hit a curb. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
But
How did you pop your car or whatever?
I was driving to work, and then
Since everything is about, you can't even silence your phone. That's crazy.
1 second.
Who is it?
Lorelai Gomor.
Okay, while you're doing that, last night we had an event that we all went to, a quinceañera.
Don't even want to ask me if I'm okay after I broke my car.
No, what? You won't say anything.
Sorry, I was getting a phone call. It was a very important call.
Who? You didn't even answer. If it was important, why did you answer it?
Because we're recording and I value our time together, you dumb c***.
Go ahead with your fucking story. Damn about the car.
My tire popped on the way to work because I've been needing new tires and been putting it off. And then, it caused the strut to break a seal. So I left it at the Love's gas station, didn't go to work. Justine picked me up, and then I took her to work. And then I picked up her mom so that she could help me get the car back to the house. I got the car back to the house, took her mom back home, went to go pick up the parts that I needed.
Is that why you had asked me for the address?
Yes.
That one day?
Yeah, when you were in Fort Worth.
We work right in the middle of downtown, huh?
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Right there.
I didn't think I would.
Like a street away from Deep Ellum.
You know that
Kinda
I
wild.
hate downtown Dallas.
Yeah, but you just have to take the same street every day.
Yeah. So that's fine.
Yeah.
And I like everything is walking distance.
Mm-hmm. Starbucks is like 3 minutes down the road.
We don't drink Starbucks because
we do.
we're boycotting Starbucks.
Funny enough, there's a local shop here. We went to try like this place that's doing pop-ups because they're opening a restaurant here in a little bit. And really great pizza.
How do you find out
I'm about to tell you.
news about here?
I'm about to tell you.
Sorry.
There is a newspaper. It's local. It's only once a week that they come. And
That's so cute. You open it and you read it?
No. And I met one of the ad salesmen there for the newspaper. And
so you're establishing life here. How did you meet him? At the grocery store?
He was just standing there.
At the gas station?
No. Would you freaking listen?
I'm interested in your story. I'm asking questions. Do you not want me to do that?
All the answers are in the story, unlike that dumb video that you showed me before we started recording, which answered none of my questions, which was only, who the F is Teesa Reesa?
It's actually Reesa Teesa. Thank you so much.
Whatever. I do not care. People with names that rhyme are dumb. Anyway, but yeah, we went to go get pizza because there's, you know where the train tracks are in town? there's like a little depot, like a railroad depot, basically, just where people used to drop
Johnny
off.
made David about the trail tricks.
Yeah. So they're going to convert that into a restaurant, but like a shopping area and stuff like that. So the restaurant that's going to open up there, they've been doing pop-ups every weekend, basically. So
Did you guys go?
We just went this past week.
That's so cute.
And it was really good pizza.
Really?
Yeah, they had like this specialty pizza that had jalapenos, sausage, pepperoni.
Is that what you think good pizza is?
Brisket.
Like a lot of toppings.
A whole lot of stuff. I like a lot of things in my mouth.
I like sauce. Like sauce and cheese.
I used to hate that, but like now the way that you get your pizza with the extra sauce, extra cheese, I ain't mad at it.
Bro, but that feels like the pizza that you would see on the cartoons type.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Extra. You know what I get whenever like I'm by myself? I get Pizza Hut, a medium pizza with the regular crust. And instead of doing the marinara sauce, I do the Alfredo sauce.
Bro, I've never tried it.
Oh, I thought you were doing that because we both do it.
No, but...
Listen, Linda. Listen. Alfredo sauce. Throw in some pepperoni. A little bit of jalapeno.
Are you serious?
Pineapple. And then just sprinkle on some bacon.
All that in there?
Sprinkle on some bacon.
I'm hungry.
$45. Damn.
For medium.
That's nice. No, but dude, honestly, like,
I remember
it's the best. I found that out because I worked at Pizza Hut.
Oh,
and
really?
I was just, I was in the kitchen just.
I feel like Domino's would do it better though.
Maybe, but I was in the kitchen just like stoned one day, and I was like, "What if I do this?" And then I do this. And, oh, what about some of that? I was like, "Whoa, what about that?" And that pizza sucked. And then I was like, you know what, Alfredo, make it more simple.
Damn, that's the Alfredo. Oh my Lord, I never
Alfredo
thought that.
sauce.
I didn't even, honestly, because I only really like Domino's, so if I'm going to eat a pizza that I'm going to enjoy, I'm going to get Domino's. So I already know, like, it already has my thing saved. But I honestly,
need to explore.
I haven't even looked at the other flavors of sauces.
You need to explore. There was a pizza place called Pie 5 that we used to live close by, and they had this buffalo ranch sauce.
Okay, buffalo ranch, I have tried. It's really good.
Yeah, and they took it away. And that place isn't in business anymore.
I think Domino's did too. I had a friend that she would come over every weekend with her daughter, and she would always order all of us pizza. It was like our thing. And
that sounds nice.
Yeah, it is. And
Ellie? Dylan?
Yeah, Ellie.
How is she?
She's good. She's
good.
actually
I haven't
really
seen
good.
her in
Scarlett's
forever.
good. Scarlett goes to school with Jackson now. They're in
Aren't they
the
like
same
best
class.
friends?
Yeah. Anyways,
I haven't seen them in forever. Scarlett's probably like this tall. Like this tall now.
She's a little bit taller than Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like
But she
Jackson's.
introduced me to Buffalo Ranch.
Yeah, it's good.
But she was so pissed because I think they took it away from Domino's too. I mean, not Domino's, Pizza Hut.
I don't know about pizza. I don't know if we ever had that.
I remember
They didn't have it when I was working there. Not during my tenure. Anyway, so they're opening that restaurant, and I started talking to an older gentleman that was there, and he's been living here in Ferris like since '93. He has like 10 acres out there, and he works for the newspaper. He's really cool.
That's crazy.
And he was telling us everything that's gonna go on.
I would love to see the newspaper office.
Oh, it's once you leave here, you know, when you get to that stop sign before you take that first left.
You're just doxing yourself. Who
No.
said the name of your city?
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know where I'm at.
Okay.
But like it's where after the railroad tracks, just look to the right behind that little
truck. Is it
truck.
a little hut kind of thing?
It's not a hut, but it's like a small office.
That.
Nice. Yeah, I've seen it a bunch of times. I just figured that whatchamacallit, like
It's
nobody was
such
there.
a cute little town.
It is. It's cool, and it's gonna get terribly
And you guys
big.
get to grow it. Like you guys get to.
A little bit, yeah. He was
start the
telling us that in
community.
2019 or during COVID, like a lot, it was bad.
What do you mean by
A lot of small businesses left.
Really?
But I say that to say this, like he told us that, you know, we were talking about that one store that had like all the rhinestones and stuff.
Yeah.
In there is a local coffee shop. Yeah. So when he was telling us it was Friday night and we had a bunch of stuff to do Saturday. So we were like, okay, cool. Well, there's a coffee shop. Let's buy local. There's a Starbucks down the street, but let's just go in there, support a local business. Went in. She's on vacation. We walked in, we looked around like at the store, and then they were like, "Oh, what's going? Well, hi, how's it going? How can I help you?" And we were like, "We're here to get coffee." And oh, she's on vacation or she's out of town for the week. And he's like, "All right." And then we went down the street to Starbucks.
Oh damn.
Mm-hmm.
I hope they don't allow corporate places to come in.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be a bunch.
It sucks.
Probably, yeah.
They should take advantage of it because they can. You know, they can. They have they're in time.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a mix. I don't know if it's gonna be like super big corporate stuff because even the pop up shop was like a husband and wife restaurant that they're opening up. So hopefully it's like a bunch of cool stuff. You know.
Yeah.
There's axe throwing.
Damn.
Yeah.
See, the country life is not for me.
I like it. It's nice.
It's nice. I mean, it's nice.
We have really been supporting local taquerias, though. I go there like 4 times a week. It's kind of a problem.
Dude.
My blood pressure is through the roof.
Oh my God, Ricky. You're about to hit 30.
Yep.
Come on.
Maybe.
Stop. Oh my God. Wait. Real quick. Can we take a quick pause? Guys, so... one of our dear friends, their brother passed away in his sleep, I think last night or the night before. We actually met our friend through podcasting. He's a local podcaster out in Fort Worth. And he lost his brother about, it wasn't last night, the night before. And we just want to say we're sending you our condolences. We're so sorry for your loss. I'm so sorry that you're having to go through this. I could never imagine.
Yeah, I saw the post that he put up. He said that he found them. Like he was the one that found them. Yeah, that's rough. Well, our condolences, Jose. Hopefully you and your family are processing this well, and we hope you get through this. You know, it's tough to lose family members.
Yeah. But go follow him. Let's put his at guys.
Yeah, it's at Osito Más Bonito on Instagram.
And he's such a to have him go through this, he's such a happy person.
Yeah, he's a really cool guy. He's very sweet. They're
really his podcast.
And, his family has a GoFundMe, and if you go follow him, it's the first thing on this story. It's a GoFundMe for the family to be able to pay for the funeral and the burial and everything. Anything that y'all can do to help.
Anything, even a share. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I was like, speaking of siblings. Yeah. Sorry,
No worries. Let's go back to me. But yeah, my car broke and I had to fix it on Tuesday. But it feels nice. It's totally new now. Feels great. Very smooth. You said you were going to turn it in. No, I think we might not. I don't know. We've been talking about it, and then because Jasenia really likes Alex's car, her brother's car. Why don't they just switch? Because he doesn't like her car. He likes his car. He likes his car.
Why doesn't he drive yours? You drive hers. She drives his.
I don't think he likes my car. I don't know if he likes my car. Alex.
Maybe he likes his own car.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. Why do we just rotate?
I was just saying, I was thinking of,
solutions, trying to make Jasenia happy.
Yeah.
And I drove his car last night. It's very nice. Yeah.
So there's a reason why.
Yeah, it's a nice car. It's a very cool car. Yeah. But the reason I like it is because it's like a fishbowl. You can see everything.
Oh, really?
There's no blind spots. Unlike your car where it's like a driving blind spot.
Yeah, so you see, it's not all my fault.
It is. But so I got that fixed this week, and then what's going on with you?
So we just had a crazy week. You should have had her hung already.
I'm not hanging Welly. What's the matter with you?
You know what I mean. Last night was the quinceañera of my bestest friend in the world, her daughter.
You hear that, Dylan?
Stop.
I'm starting wars.
Dude, I was sobbing last night.
You really were. You were it's wild. You know what? Okay, so you were mad at me last night for a little while.
Yeah, I was so upset, Ricky. You know how upset I was? I caused a scene. I was seeing red. We were sitting down eating, and at one point, I got up from my table. I walked around in a little teeny tiny circle because I didn't know where, and I knew that I was in a place where I couldn't explode. I had literally all 6 of my children there. So I literally just took like a little spin around like right next to our table, sat back down, and I was just like, these are one of those moments where I'm completely out of control. And I kid you not, I think this is why I got drunk. I disassociated. I think that's why I was also crying the way that I was crying.
You were gonna cry like that regardless. Come on.
Maybe not as, I don't think
It's
as
your
much.
best no, it's your best friend's daughter.
You think I got over the disassociation way before then?
100%. I think you got over it very quick.
Yeah, I think
because of also like you realize like, oh, we're at Natalie's 15.
Yeah.
Like I've known this child since she was a little baby. Did you go to the hospital when she was born?
This is why.
Is that a yes?
This is no. This is why,
Did Victoria
like,
keep it a secret?
it kind of.
Yeah.
This is why, like, it was so emotional for me, and obviously Victoria had her like own thing, but being so close to Victoria, when she got pregnant, she was I think 17. We were still in high school, and we were really close. And then when she got pregnant, it was like she dropped off the face of the earth. So,
I kind of get that because when Dad left, like I did that. I didn't talk to Fernando and Francisco for like 2 years.
right.
Well, not sort of, kind
But
of.
also, you guys weren't at the same school.
No, this was middle school when Dad left.
Oh, right, all right,
Yeah,
all right.
so
all right.
we were at the same school. Yeah.
And it was, she was 17. I think maybe I was still 16. I don't remember the exact dates. But that was also around the time that Dad left. And it was like I lost my entire world around that time. So, and then like seeing our progression, like it wasn't until maybe 2019, I think it was like 2020 when Victoria started coming around again. You know, so she had her own, because we would see each other maybe every 2 or 3 years throughout all these years.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And I think, it was in 2020 where she was finally like, you know, I've lived this life of just, you know, keeping myself away because I don't know how people are going to perceive me as this and this and that. You know, she had her own stuff regardless. So she kept herself away a lot. So, like, seeing how our relationship, because our relationship has grown so much just within these last 4 years. You know, and it finally now feels like we've been inseparable for like however long we've been friends, but there was a long time where she just couldn't bring herself to come around. And like seeing it all come full circle, I was like, wow. And it's not like I ever had like anger towards Natalie because she took my best friend away.
Nobody was thinking that. I wasn't thinking that.
Maybe that's what it was because you know what? Natalie, this is a whole nother thing.
I love how you snitched on yourself. As soon as you said it, I was like...
Yeah, I kind of was pissed.
Remember I was telling you?
She took my best friend. Those were supposed to be our prime partying days. Anyway,
you had a kid too.
That was awesome. At 19, like at that point, Victoria and I weren't talking either. But actually, when Axel was around 2 or 3, that's when we started hanging out a little bit because we finally had kids around the same age. But I would say that I felt this exact same way with Welly, because around the time that Dad left and we were figuring everything out, she left too, back to Mexico. Remember, and she stayed there. And so when I felt like when I say that our lives are literally flipped around and we lost everything, it wasn't just the material things. We lost people physically too, you know. So last night I was like, oh my god, like to see where we're at now. Victoria paid for a whole quinceañera.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, we're grown-ups, we're adults, we made it. It was just like a really nice moment.
Yeah, it was tripping me out too because I mean I've known Victoria since I was like in first grade. You know.
Yeah.
It was like crazy, and then I remember when you told me she was pregnant. Like,
you remember?
Yeah. I remember I was like, damn, that sucks.
What?
I was like, well, she was pregnant in high school, you know? It's never a great situation. It eventually,
Oh,
like...
you said that sucks?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know
I'm pretty sure that's what I said. I was like, damn, that sucks.
Yeah, no,
that was my answer to, like, everything that sucks.
I remember...
I was just like, ooh, that's going to be rough for a little while. And then I started thinking... And then, like, throughout the years... what calls it? Like, every now and then you said she would pop up. Like, we'd see her.
Yeah.
We'd be like, oh, she's doing good.
Yeah.
Cool.
And she was like,
I remember she had this charger that I fucking loved.
oh my God, I know.
Yeah, she gave me a ride to Madrina's one time. I think for Easter or something.
How did she give you a ride?
Because she came and we were all at the apartment, and then there wasn't any room in the car because of the boys, and then I think mom had like a bunch of stuff. We like the cars were packed, and I was just like, oh well, I'll just ride with Victoria.
Yeah.
And I was like, isn't that? It was when I loved Chargers, and I really wanted one. It was probably like my senior year or something like that, or maybe I was like 18, 19.
Yeah.
But I just remember it was like bright red. It had the wheels that I wanted and everything. I was like, damn, this car's fucking nice. And then she got rid of it, and I was just like, damn, you're lame.
Devastated. No, she's always been a sports car girly. Always. I mean, God, like she loves to drive fast. Anyways, yeah, it was a crazy night last night.
Yeah, you got super emotional. Like every song that popped up, you were just like, oh my God. Oh yeah.
But I was. But it wasn't like. At one point, I remember doubling over, and I was just.
You were acting like you had lost a child, and like your favorite one, like you lost Jackson. Didn't deny it.
I was so but I told Victoria, because I was even I did Natalie's hair and makeup for her 15, and even like the drive over there, I can't cry in front of Victoria because she'll tell me to stop, like, and I'll feel so bad. So
stop it.
She'll just be like, stop.
Collect yourself.
I think she's just annoyed with having to deal with my emotions from having to deal with them for so long. But yeah. I cried all the way.
I know the feeling.
I cried all the way driving there and trying to get it out before I got there.
Oh, this is before. Okay. Because I FaceTimed you like before.
Yeah. That's why I was acting weird, because you interrupted my crying. What the fuck is wrong?
And it's like because you're such an ugly crier. It runs in the family.
No, bro. Your nostrils flare like they're trying to take flight.
No, it's because we're trying to get air in. Trying to breathe. You remember how Dad would cry?
Barely.
Just shaking.
Yeah, just like it's like those like the SpongeBob cartoons where they do everything to try not to let that last tear out.
Yeah, I think it's a good thing we saw Dad cry. It was only ever like in movies, but
yeah, he only ever cried in movies.
Yeah.
And then that one time I ran away.
Oh, I was asleep.
Yeah, you missed the whole thing.
Yeah, dude, cops were in my room, and I had no idea I was knocked out.
Anyways, all right, we're done. I'm over it.
All right, cool. Well, last night was a lot of fun. It was beautiful. Like, the place was so nice.
Was beautiful.
Usually, like, there's some, like, because, you know, like, whatchamacallit, kids are dumb.
Yeah.
And,
girl, oh my God, I have something to tell you about kids specifically.
Okay. So, like, kids are dumb. So sometimes you'll go to 15s, and I remember growing up and be like, dude, that's an ugly dress. That's an ugly ass dress. It was very pretty. The color was very nice.
Love the color.
It was like a deep green.
This year is the year for emerald, because I know 2 girls, actually 3 now, that have picked that color.
Is it emerald?
Yeah, it's emerald. Emerald green.
That's a great color.
It's a really nice color, actually.
I wouldn't mind.
Fun fact, her quinceañera colors were emerald green and pink. Victoria's colors were sage, like a olivey sage green, light green, and light baby pink when it was her quinceañera. Oh. So it was like, oh.
It was like a lighter and a darker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, it was really great.
It was really great, but hold on, because the kid thing is about this. So Victoria, as I'm putting makeup on Natalie, she comes out of the room and she said, Natalie, why did you put your invitation on your Instagram stories talking about open invite? Open it. She said open invite after 9 p.m. Victoria's like, where did you even get this 9 p.m. from? She said, did you think that at 9 p.m. a wall was gonna collapse and we'd have a whole nother section of the party that people would be able to come into? Like, what are you doing? And she's just like, oh, I just did it. And then
did she make her take it down?
2 hours later, she put it back up.
Sneaky
little girl. I was like,
walking. Nah.
Dude, remember Mom and Dad only gave me 10 invitations?
No.
Mom and Dad only gave me, I couldn't invite nobody else but 10
Yeah, because you
people.
had hood rat friends.
Anyways.
And also we have a lot of family. People flew in. I don't know.
Yeah, I know. Drove in.
Drove in.
Flew in.
They drew in. They just drew.
They drew. Like a the Chuck show. Chuck.
Chalk zone?
Yeah, Chuck zone.
Jesus,
I was about to
that's
say
so-
it just
Chuck. I thought you were gonna say Choctaw.
I was trying to say Etch a Sketch. Anyways.
Yeah, it was great. It was beautiful. I found out John has a brother and a sister. I thought he was an only child for the last 10 years.
Oh, what John?
Victoria's John.
Oh, really? You thought he was an only child?
I had no. I think it's because
They look all alike, don't they?
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Well, the sister looks more like a lot like the mom.
Yeah, she does. Yeah.
She looks like exactly like the mom, and then his brother is like the same person.
Yeah,
We were
they're
talking
like.
about it last night because I sat down. I was like, "Dude, I swear I thought you were an only child." And he goes, "What? Nah, that's my brother. And that's my sister over there." I was like, "Well, Michael looks exactly like you, dude." And he's like, "Yeah, I know. Like, if he were to cut his hair, like if he had my face, like you wouldn't be able to tell us apart."
They'd be twins.
I was like, "I can't tell you apart right now."
Yeah, they're cool people.
Mm-hmm.
They were dancing all night. They were up and out.
Yeah, his parents were up the whole time.
Yeah.
I was like, they're having the time in their life. And then when they were playing the freestyle music, like Lisa and shit, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was like every party like at my parents' house, like with all my family, it was that music.
That's
it was all that.
crazy.
I was like, that sounds awesome. And then I jokingly told him like, hey, after party at your parents?
And they're like, yeah. They'd be so down. They love company.
Yeah.
He looked pretty snazzy last night,
Oh,
John.
yeah.
He looked good.
Looked good.
He
It was a good suit.
Yeah, he looked so, and he went to dance with Natalie. Oh Lord, I was crying
Oh,
so
Lord.
hard. I was crying so hard. Okay, we need to get to the topics. How long have we spent just talking about?
27 minutes.
Oh my God. Okay, so listen.
Who the hell is Reesa?
Okay, it's Reesa Teesa. This lady took the internet by storm, and
think
pretty
she
much.
did.
So I let my brother hear like a summarized version of Reesa Teesa, and what her whole story was. But I didn't tell him like what this person looked like. I just needed to know like what happened. And the first thing that he told me when I showed him who it was. What did you say, Ricky? Do you care to repeat it for the camera now that we're recording?
Yeah, I said that's not what I was picturing in my head.
Okay, what were you picturing?
Like a white lady that probably looked kind of like the one that was explained in the video. Because like all of this, it's basically just like a woman getting scammed by a dude into marriage.
Yeah.
And who is just like a compulsive liar. That sounds like some white activity, dude.
True. Honestly, true.
Because
true.
like, as we all know, our black queens are very good at sniffing out the BS.
Yes. I agree.
And our black kings hold themselves up to a higher standard. So they wouldn't be doing stuff like this.
Right.
But the white man.
Okay. So basically, she meets this man on Hinge. And
Oh, okay, I missed that.
yes.
I was
So
wondering how they met.
she meets this man on Hinge. They go on their first date. They have a really cute first date. The first date, they're supposed to go and meet up at a cheesecake factory. Halfway there, her car blows out. And he comes, helps her, buys her a new tire, takes her to Cheesecake Factory, pays for the whole meal, right? And hold on, just wait, okay? Pays for the whole meal. Pretty much, he's basically telling her everything that she wants to hear. He wants to date for marriage. He wants to find someone that is in the church. His father was a pastor, a good woman, like, you know, whatever. And she's like, okay, well, I took off all those. She's very religious. Throughout like her story, she says that like she always felt some type of way about shacking up with a man. She says specifically the word shacking up, so we know that she's very conservative. Anyway, the thing that's a mindfuck is that yes, he lied about everything as you heard in the summarization. However, it was the little things that he would do. Like he contacted maybe 3 realtors. They maybe went to go see 50 homes. Every single time he would get her hopes up and they would come crashing down. Things just wouldn't come to fruition.
Because he couldn't provide like proof of income or
because
whatever.
He couldn't.
Yeah.
It was
That's
like
wild.
But the thing is,
but like the rush.
I'm gonna give you.
Oh, dude.
It is.
I'm not gonna lie. I would. Like we just got a house and like the rush of going like we might not get this.
And imagine having to go through that 20 different times and then it just crashes, burns every single time. You never end up. She never got a house.
How long were they together? No, yeah, she did.
No, she was renting a townhome, and okay. So back up a little bit, give you a little bit more context so you kind of understand where she's coming from. All of this happened smack dab in the middle of COVID. They met in March 2020. A month later, they live in Georgia, I believe. Their state got shut down. He was living in a studio apartment, supposedly because he was in the process of buying a house. And so at that point, this was before like COVID prices. She was paying $1,000 for a 3-bedroom townhouse in Georgia.
Good.
So they're like, okay, where are we going to quarantine together? That should have never been a thing to begin with.
How long? It was like a month. Yeah.
She knew this man a month and already was like, move in with me so we can quarantine together.
Yeah.
Couple months later, she gets pregnant, has a miscarriage.
Oh yeah, she did get pregnant.
During her pregnancy, though, they were looking for a house. So imagine you're pregnant, you're looking for a house throughout the whole process.
And the
you're
whole
picking
time.
out nursery. He took her to Home Depot to get appliances. He's in there having her just pick whatever she wants. He told her he was a VP of a condiment company. He was a forklift driver.
Shout out.
But her rent was only, and he was paying. She says he was paying everything. All her checks were just for her. He would pay as soon as they moved in for quarantine. He paid the rent and the utilities. And it was pretty much...
Did he actually pay them though?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He paid for everything.
A forklift driver could probably swing that. $1,000 and like $200 in utilities.
100%. $1,000 in rent and utilities back then before COVID, that was doable.
Not bad.
And maybe they weren't
3-bedroom? Sure.
Well,
Ain't bad.
But also, they're probably not in the actual city of Georgia. So they're probably maybe on the outskirts.
Georgia's a state.
Huh?
Georgia's a state.
Yeah, Atlanta. Sorry. They're in Atlanta.
Yeah, probably like outside of the city of Atlanta.
They end up doing this whole like back and forth with all these houses that she ends up getting tired of it, and then she ends up to where she has to get a new job, and he has to provide her social because I think it's a government job, and they had to do background checks on everyone within your home that's over 18, whatever. Well, I don't know what kind of job it was. He ends up begrudgingly giving her his social. She realizes that the marriage license, because they're married at this point, the marriage license and the social that he gave her, they were not the same. So she looked up both. Turns out one of them, he had an ex-wife that she knew about. She contacted her and is like, hey, this is going on. And the ex-wife was like, everything in your life is a lie. So she starts doing some sleuthing. Turns out he was not a VP, like I said, a forklift driver. He said he went to San Diego State. And she called the school. They have no record of him. He said that he could pay cash on a $700,000 mortgage, which he couldn't provide. He couldn't provide for funds. Lied because he said he was a professional football player. This man is 6'4", believable. He says, yeah, I have money saved up. I invested my money real well. Had nothing. This man had nothing.
Wild.
Nothing. Believed. She was with him for 2 years. Wild. Turns out, like, this whole 50-part series, she uploaded onto TikTok. Each part is 10 minutes long. That's 500 hours worth of content. But Ricky,
that's not 500 hours.
5,000?
That's 50 minutes.
10 minutes times 50?
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Idiot.
It's 500 minutes.
I love it when I prove you wrong on camera.
It's not 500 hours.
What?
It's not 500 hours.
500 minutes.
Yes, you said hours.
Oh. Anyways, a lot of content she provides for us, but the storytelling, Ricky, is you don't even feel it. And she created she created this playlist. It runs on to the next parts all on its own. So if this is a story, she's just has her phone on her face, so you don't need to be looking at her, face the whole time. Mm-hmm. She doesn't provide any like screenshots or anything like that, so you don't need to look at your phone. It's like you're listening to like a 500-hour podcast. But I'm telling you, I listened through the whole thing, Rick, at work. I had to listen to it at home even the next day. It's the storytelling for me because she's so concise. She's so, she keeps up with the story in such a way that like she doesn't give you an opportunity to not understand what she's saying. Gives all the context, everything. But now people are doing analysis. They're saying, there's psychologists on TikTok. They're like doing an analysis on her guy, and basically what a lot of people are saying that he has symptoms of is something called schizophrenic activator or something like that, where they're able to go through life and seem like a normal person, but they don't know. They just do what they can to get to the next point in their day. Mm-hmm. Whether that be having to lie or do whatever, that's what they're doing. But it's like an actual mental thing.
I figured.
And I think at that point he was at the height of it. But he actually has, like, it turns out, 2 ex-wives. A lot of the crazy things about this too, though, is like he is on the phone with his brothers and sisters that he claims he has. And he's like, hey, Jamal said, like, what's up? And then she goes, oh, tell Jamal I said hi. He was talking to nobody. Mm-hmm. Having like hour-long conversations on the phone in the mornings while they're getting ready for work.
That's so funny. I wonder if he scripted those.
It's insane.
That's so funny.
And then to keep, like, it was just lie after lie. And it was, you kind of can tell that he was like mentally unstable because so clearly it's like, you're telling this lie, but where are you expecting this lie to end?
No, like, that's not what they're.
He has no solution for any of the lies. That, like, there's
no, it's just it's just another lie on top of another lie on top of another lie.
Yep, and there's
Where it's like, I have the money. It's in an offshore account. Like, that's how I'm gonna pay for the house. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you need proof of income of that. He actually mentions
an offshore account. Oh, you heard it?
Yeah, I heard it. So he's and like, it's just he's just a liar. And it sucks because it might just be like a mental thing. He might be in his head where he's 100%. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't understand what's going on. Why am I like? Because it ends up happening. Like, she gets a restraining order on him or whatever. Gets him arrested. He's living in this car for months.
He went from a 3XL to a medium size just within that time frame that she's talking about. Because at that point, he's in a psychotic break, I feel.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not professionals and we're not diagnosing him and all that stuff. So
I'm diagnosing him.
It was like this, when I was listening to her, it was crazy. And like, there's like TikToks of, there's one specific TikTok where I was like, this is crazy. There's this hair salon and this person is taking video of the entire hair salon like this. And they have a TV and it's all the 50-part series and it's pinned, like no one's talking. They're all watching it. It was the craziest thing. Mm-hmm. One of the craziest things. And this is just like a regular woman. Like, she's the only thing that was going for her was that she's and it's not like a small thing. She's an incredible like storyteller. Mm-hmm. And she just went viral.
Yeah, I feel bad about what I was saying earlier. Like, who the hell is this woman?
I mean, she really was she wasn't anyone of notice.
I was like, is this a person of note? Like, who is this? Like, who is this person? And then I hear the story. I'm like, oh, she went through it.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy?
That sucks. That's crazy because it also makes you feel like how can you trust anybody?
Yeah.
This is why I'm so glad that I'm like, I was talking to Jasenia about this. Like, I'm very glad that we got together.
Yeah.
I was talking to her about it yesterday. I was like, did you know that by the time I'm 42 or 43, we will have been together longer than we've been apart?
Yeah, me and John actually are right there.
Y'all are already there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
This year, 2024, in in November, I'll have known him half my life.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. So, and like, that's not even, like, you're not old. I know I tell you you're old, but.
I'll be 32 this year.
Huh?
I'll be 32 this year.
Damn.
Shut up.
I'm sorry.
Stupid.
My fault. I mean. Kevin Hart
when
shit.
that came out, I was
sorry.
tight.
I'm sorry. That's so
I'm sorry.
uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. But the reaction was insane.
Damn. I'm sorry. And the reaction and the immediate, like.
That was crazy.
But yeah, that's why I'm very, like, glad that I don't have to date right now, because I don't know. I don't think I could actually trust anyone.
Yeah, like, life here is, yeah.
It's crazy out there.
You're really not dating. Like, you have to, I feel like if you're going to start dating around this time, you have to kind of put it in your head that, like, this isn't dating, you're just, like, fucking a lot of people. I think a lot of people.
Yeah, I don't think I would do that, though.
It was crazy. We need to talk about the cell phone outages.
Yeah, you didn't experience anything, right?
No, I was fine, but I did panic and start printing directions to all of the common places that I visit.
I don't get how you don't already know how to get there.
There's like some that I already do, like my work from home, but sometimes I do get tripped up. So I just printed that one just in case. And then I printed all of the places that I knew that I was going to be at. So yeah, it turns out, when was it? It was around 3 a.m. on the 20, when was it? It was Friday? Thursday. Whatever date
Funny
that
enough,
was.
I just got a text message from AT&T.
What did they say? Let's let themselves explain themselves or whatever. On the 22nd, yeah. February the 22nd.
This is a text message I just got. It's AT&T. We apologize for Thursday's outage, which may have impacted you. As a valued customer, your connection matters, and we're committed to doing better to make it right. We're applying credit to your account. What? It's probably like $1.
It didn't tell you how much?
I'm not going to click on it. It might be spam.
Oh, okay. What? It's not confirmed AT&T?
No, I think it is. There's different messages from there, but I don't like clicking on things.
Okay. Yeah, so it was at like 3 o'clock in the morning when AT&T users on Thursday morning started realizing that they couldn't contact anyone.
I thought it was my phone.
You thought it was your cell phone?
I thought it was my phone because I was driving to work. It was like 5:45, and we have AT&T internet too, but I didn't realize it until I was driving and I was trying to listen to music. And I was like, "That's weird. It's not working." And it just said SOS on my thing, like where the signal is usually, where it says 5G.
In the mornings, SOS. You don't listen to like music. You weren't able to like get on to anything like while you're getting ready for work.
No, I don't do it while I get ready for work. I was kind of late that day, so I was just like, let me just go, because I woke up a little late. I was just feeling lazy on Thursday.
Because some people that had like the cell phone obviously had different services for internet, so maybe they didn't notice it. They were on their Wi-Fi. I didn't notice it with the internet because it was like 75% of cell phone users, a big chunk of like their internet was also down. So I don't know if our internet was down. This is what else is weird. Okay. I had a coworker who his was working fine and he had AT&T, but his girl also had AT&T and hers wasn't working. Oh wow. So there were pockets of people that it was working fine. Yeah. So I'm driving to work and I'm like, SOS, that's weird. So then I can't look anything up. So I'm just like, all right, whatever, I'll just listen to the radio. And I was like, maybe I gotta turn my phone on and off, whatever. And then I get to work, I connect to the Wi-Fi. I started looking it up, like SOS on the iPhone. Like, let me see. Maybe you got to update it. Okay, cool. Shut it down. Updated it. Everything's updated now. And then it still wasn't working like an hour into work. And I was like, that's weird. But I was distracted like I was working. And then I heard one of my coworkers talking about it. And he's like, is anybody's phone working? Like, if you have AT&T? I was like, I have AT&T. Mine's not working. What's going on? And then throughout the day, I was like still on the Wi-Fi and I was trying to text her saying, like, trying to figure out if she made it to work or not. And then I think I had texted you, but none of the messages were going out. Like, no messages were going out at all. It wasn't until like around 1 or 2 p.m. that it finally came back.
I was just like, yo, this is weird. And then the whole time I was freaking out. I was like, we don't have enough food. We don't have enough water. Oh my God. What are we going to do with Molly and Emma? We're going to have to eat them.
Oh, you were thinking it was a cyber attack?
I was like, this is it. This is it.
Okay,
it's going down.
Same. But because I wasn't personally affected, I was like, oh, I'm going to be one of the chosen ones. I'm going to live through the attacks.
I don't think so.
I know. The way that I found out that something was going on, I had seen it on TikTok, like in the morning. Sometimes I'll like lose, track of what I'm doing, and I'll automatically hop on my phone. Yes, it's a problem. But I thought the TikToks were bullshit. I thought I didn't think that it was real. I thought it was like a trend that was like a joke or a prank or something. And then we text each other throughout the day, obviously, to like prep for the show. And like you weren't responding, and you're pretty good about responding. You are. If it's about like the pod stuff, you're pretty good at responding to me. And I was like sending you questions. I don't even think
I wasn't getting any messages either.
No, I don't think you were.
I don't think I got any of yours. Like, even when it came back up, it didn't. I thought my phone was going to be like, ding, 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 but it didn't.
You didn't, because I had to ask you twice. And that's how I knew that you didn't get my first one. Because usually, even if you don't respond,
You asked me like about, didn't you get my message about this? And I was like, no, I did not.
Yeah.
I'm going to make that an excuse.
And I go
and like
to
December, I'm going to be like, everything was down on Thursday, dude. It was wild. I didn't get it. Did you send it on the Thursday?
That's a good excuse.
Yeah. 6 months down the line.
Since me and Jasenia work together now, like I went over, or like I probably texted her, and then she came over into my office and she was like, no, girl, like AT&T is over, and we're both thinking it's a cyber attack. We're in my room planning what we're gonna do for when the world ends. This is what me and your girlfriend are doing.
I love that.
I was like, we're bunkering together. Are y'all going to? She's like,
nope,
I think we're gonna go to.
No.
No what?
We're not worrying about nobody except the people that live in this house. Y'all figure it out. Y'all be all right.
Is that a thing? What about mom?
You got her. Or she can come over here.
Yeah, she's going with you.
She can come over here.
Okay, you can come pick her up.
Okay.
But no.
Actually, yeah, I'll pick up mom.
But like,
one less mouth for you to feed, because y'all got a lot.
Yeah. Turns out we're all going to Mexico. That's the plan.
What?
That's the plan. We're all going to go to Mexico. I'm already looking into getting all our passports and everything. Looking into dual citizenship. I think Jasenia said she's going to talk to you about that as well. And we were prepared. But it was annoying.
I can't have a gun in Mexico, though. I can't have a gun in Mexico.
Why?
They're illegal.
All guns are illegal in Mexico?
Yeah, you can't have it unless you're a police officer.
You're a liar.
Look it up. People still have them, obviously, but,
Or guns illegal in Mexico. Right? In Mexico.
You misspelled Mexico?
Are guns illegal in Mexico?
Yeah. That's all you have to look up.
For citizens? No. Okay. Like the
Mexico's
democratic right to keep
right.
arms while complying with the federal legislation's limits. See?
Oh.
Okay, we're fine. See?
Well.
Okay, we're all going to Mexico.
But I can't have a gun.
It was so annoying. It was fine though. It turns out supposedly AT&T said that they're expanding their whatever, and that's why it was. Everyone was freaking obviously that it was outages. And
I like to believe that.
That was our experience in this.
I'm by a buttload of MREs.
Anything else happening about culture?
I don't know. I feel like we should focus on this a little more, because I haven't even looked up anything like any conspiracy theories or anything. Funny enough, I got my haircut on Saturday, and me and my barber were talking about it, and I'm gonna go see him again in like 2 weeks to get my haircut again. And as I was leaving, he's like, yeah, man, that's crazy conspiracy theories. Like, I'm going to start looking it up, like, once we get home, because that was the last thing we were talking about. And he's like, once I get home, I'm just going to start looking it up. I was like, yeah, me too. We'll compare notes in 2 weeks.
Okay, so what do you want to look up? Give me something to research.
Oh, this is a little weird thing. Actually, yeah, let's get off of that. Whatever. Everybody's mad at Beyonce for putting out a country song.
Who's everyone?
A lot of people.
How is everyone mad at her if she's a number one? She has a number one single.
No, a lot of people were mad at her. I saw a video of this girl that was like, oh yeah, everybody's hopping on the country wagon now. Just saying, like, all this stuff. And it was like a black chick too. She was just
really?
like, yeah. It was a black chick.
There's a lot of black artists in country right now.
Yeah.
There's this
Leon
one
Bridges.
black rapper that just did a remix to Jolene. Have you heard of it?
I haven't heard that one.
Have you heard it?
No.
It's so good. I'll show it to you after.
Okay.
But it's basically like one of the verses is, I would have killed Joe. I would have killed Jolene. Something like that. It's really good.
Yeah, I just thought it was weird because like she just put out a song. And it was kind of like that thing that we're talking about, like Taylor Swift. But I feel like it's less with Beyonce. Like, there's more people that, like, rally behind Beyonce as opposed to, like, kind of trying to criticize her. This is probably the first time where I'm like, like, she got criticized for something. But the only other time that I can remember is when everybody was mad at her that she, like, took Jay-Z back after cheating. Where I was just kind of like, well, that's her decision. The husband is the father of her children, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
If there's like infidelity, I mean, that's something that they got to work through. And if they're able to work through it, then like I understand one time. If it's multiple times, then it's kind of just like, yikes.
Yeah. I mean, you got to think like to the people that have been together for years and years, like there comes a time in your relationship where you either got to figure out if you're going to grow together or if you're going to grow apart and let it be that. And they decided for themselves that it would be better that they both like obviously amicably, yeah. So and it kind of sucks. I mean, you don't know what is going on in people's lives, and you don't know what you would do in those situations either. You know, I'm sure a lot of people would want to keep their relationships together for the sake of their family.
Yeah, but you know, some people are already out the door where they're just like, oh well, I was kind of already out of this anyway. You just kind of pushed me out the rest of the way, you know. So I'm gonna go ahead and go.
And at that point, that's what they decided. Yeah, and it's for them, and that's...
it's not like there's people that are kind of just like, no, if he cheats, like you have to leave, you know. Like even if it's just one time, where it's like, okay, yes, that's understandable. Like if you feel hurt and you feel like you can't get through it, that's totally fine. But it's not like the solution. And the same thing as like people were like, oh well, he's cheating or she's cheating. It's like you don't break up a marriage, like you have to stay together. Like that's not always, it's not one or the other. There's somewhere in the middle where you can either try to work through it and it could take years to be able to get through it. But if you get on the other side and you're like, you know what, I'm happy that I chose to stay with you. I'm happy that I chose to work this out for our marriage, for our children, for whatever have you. It's a good thing. I think it's a good thing. And I think it tarnishes. I feel like when people find out, like if you meet a couple and they're like, oh, they've been together 20 years. Like it's amazing. Like they have a wonderful relationship. They've always loved each other. And you find out, oh, he cheated like 5 years into the marriage or she cheated 5 years into the marriage. Like I feel like that puts like a wrinkle on the relationship when it really shouldn't.
It really shouldn't
because like if it's one discrepancy over the 30, 20, 25-year relationship, it's just kind of like, wow, y'all are strong. Y'all were able to get through that.
Yeah.
I bring that up because like, have you ever seen Insecure, the show? With the show by Issa Rae? That was one of the episodes where like her best friend's parents were together for like they were celebrating like 35 years or something crazy like that. And then she was always like, yeah, my parents are awesome. Like they've been together forever. Like they love each other. That's what I want. Like that's what I emulate in the relationship. That's what I want to have for my life. And then at the party, she finds out that her dad cheated. Yeah. And then her mom was just kind of like, look, I forgave him. Like, I love him. He made a mistake, so I decided to forgive him. Like, that was my choice. I didn't stay with him because of y'all. I didn't stay with him because, like, how it would look to other people. I stayed with him because I wanted to be with him.
That's also a plot point in that movie, The Vow, with Rachel McAdams and Channing Tatum, that she loses her memory and she goes back. Like her closest memory is during the time.
Dear John confused. I always get that one. Dear John confused.
Where she loses her memory up until right before
they met, right?
Yeah. Where she finds out that her dad, I believe, also cheated. So then she has to like whatever. But it's devastating for everyone. I mean,
that was a little different though because it was with her best friend, like her high school best friend.
Yeah, but
that's a little.
Her mom made a good point. She said, "I in the movie, one of the lines was, I decided to forgive him because all of the good things that he did, right? Not, you know.
And again, that was the thing where it was one discrepancy. If it's a pattern that, if it's like 5, 6, 7, 8 times, like, okay, dude, this isn't.
My thing with that is if it's like that many times and you keep taking them back, you probably need to reevaluate the label that you put on your marriage and then maybe be like, okay, for your own peace of mind, we're in an open marriage because
have you ever seen that video?
What?
It was this chick where she was married and they had like properties together, like multiple properties, and then she found out he was cheating and she was like, okay, that's what this is now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Where she was just like immediately, it was just like, okay, well, we're staying together. We got the houses, we got the duplexes, we got the apartment, we got this, and the third. You can go do your thing. I'm gonna do my thing too, though, and we're just not gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
Be totally fine. I love you. I support you. You love me, and you support me, and we've built something beautiful together. You can go do our own thing.
That would be insane.
Where I was just, but like the switch.
I mean,
it was like they were recording, and then she found out immediately right there, and was just like, "All right, cool. Now that I know this is what it is, cool. We're doing it.
Do your own thing. I'm not gonna keep getting hurt by it. I'm actually gonna match your energy.
I'm accepting it. Now that I know that this is what we can do, that's cool. I got homeboy on the side.
And I got a line, baby. Please believe it. But yes, back to everyone did give her a hard time for taking Jay-Z back after he cheated, which whatever.
Yeah.
You know,
I just think it's weird to criticize like the way people decide to go about in a relationship.
Yeah, but I mean, whatever. People
like,
have their opinions. What can we know about that? You know?
Like obviously leave somebody if they're like abusive or if you don't feel safe or if they're mean to your kids. And
but I mean, that's just like Louis the singer. Him, you know, which I think he should change his name.
What?
Louis the singer. I mean, you know, hey, whatever. But he's Mexican and he's, you know, is doing actually a lot of big things in the country music world. He just got a label, I believe.
He does like country and hip hop, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does both. But I think if he would categorize it, I think he'd put it in the country.
More country.
Yeah.
That's how I want to start dressing.
Oh, yeah?
No. No offense, Louis. You can pull it off. I cannot.
You really couldn't. I'll be so honest. You give such skater vibes that you in this.
Skater? I'm a skater boy?
Skater, yeah.
See you later, boy.
See you later, boy. Kind of like Hector. You're kind of like indie, kind of like...
I don't know. I'm trying to change my style
South by Southwest in Austin.
Yeah, I like that. I do like that. But I don't really have like a...
set style.
Nah, not really. I mean, look at me now. Got my nose and my ears pierced. I'm wearing fucking sober.
I would definitely put you in the Hector category where
more,
I would. More so than
I guess the tattoos.
I'm
going next week to get a tattoo.
Oh yeah, do you want to share what you're getting? Do you want to send it to me and I'll put it up?
Yeah.
It's not the exact thing, I'm sure. So, but it's kind of.
It's probably going to be the exact thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's like just a flash.
I'll put it up. Just send it to me.
I had Did I show you? Oh, I'm not getting that. That's not what I'm getting. She was my tattoo artist. She wasn't going to have enough time. Shout out to Miranda. She's awesome. If you're ever in Austin, go get tattooed by her.
Oh, does she have internet or an Instagram? Shout her out, right?
Miranda.
Okay, I did want to talk about. I think that's it. We pretty much covered everything. Like
her name is Miranda June Tattoo on Instagram. She's down in Austin. And she's currently at Black Dagger Tattoo in Austin, Texas. A really cool shop. But she's going to be at a different shop, which I do not know the name of whenever I go down. But next week I'm going down. She's going to do like a cool druid right here. Like fill up this little spot right there. But in a couple months, I'm going to go back and I'm going to get this awesome ship tattooed right here with like
I saw you showed it to me. So that's going to be the exact same one. With the birds on the... What was I talking about?
It's gonna be very like it'll be something similar to that, but she's gonna do her thing to it and then add color to it. Is that JoJo?
Yeah, I'm just scrolling through our Instagram. She re-released her debut single "Leave" 20 years ago.
Is that the Get Out?
Or no, she didn't re-release it. She released. So the song "Get Out" by JoJo, "Leave Get Out" that's 20 years old today.
You're so old.
crazy. I know, dude. It's crazy. They're gonna build an HEB in Forney? That's so close to me.
It's like right there.
Oh my god,
HEB is
I'm
awesome.
so excited. I've never gone. Actually, I've gone once or twice.
HEB is cool.
Straight up lying.
Just I knew his brother shops there a lot. And then we got this. I got this chocolate milk in the fridge for you.
That's what's in my coffee. I went to go make my coffee and asked Justine for milk. She didn't know that I was making a coffee, but then I was like, she's like, there's chocolate milk, and I was like, actually,
it's good, right?
it's really good, and especially in the coffee.
Yeah, and it's like it's from like a local farm, I think.
Mm-hmm. The jars are glass.
Yeah.
So cute with the rubber top. Do you want to taste this?
The coffee? Yeah.
Tastes like coffee and chocolate. It's so good.
I haven't eaten anything today.
It's cold now. It's cold. Yeah, so is that everything we wanted to cover? We need to start getting ready for St. Patrick's Day, which is what we're gonna do right after we record this episode, is start planning.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry. One cool thing. This is in the comedy space. So Shane Gillis hosted SNL last night.
Yeah,
that's something that we can talk about.
Crazy. Yeah, definitely.
That's awesome.
Every time I know he's your favorite. So anytime I see anything of his, he's also being sponsored by Bud Light.
Yeah,
which is bringing the brand back around after that horrible thing that happened with the trans model that wasn't even her fault. You ended up telling me that not all of the beers were gonna have her face on it, that they had only
those
made.
didn't exist. It was just like a marketing thing. Remember Zach told us about that on the episode?
Yep. Right, Zach told us. Sorry.
Yeah. Shout out Zach. Zach Marchand.
So did you watch it? Did you watch
I did
all
not
of
watch it because we were at the 15th.
Yeah.
We had the quinceañera.
Were you so sad?
I wanted to. I wanted to go to Natalie and be like, tonight's history, not just for you, but for Shane Gillis. No, you don't understand. He's the only cast member of SNL to get hired and fired within 18 hours.
Are you joking?
No. Do you not know why this is so big?
I don't know anything about SNL or this man.
4 years ago.
I'm so sorry about this. I'm so sorry to this man.
He is hilarious.
Shout out Kiki
Have
Palmer.
I told you what one of my favorite jokes of his is?
No.
He says, so I was watching the movie Hidden Figures at my parents' house, or as my dad likes to call it, Medea Goes to the Moon. Oh, it's the best joke. It's so funny. I haven't shown you his special. It's so good. He has this hilarious 10-minute section on Remember the Titans. It's so good. We
follow a lot of comedians, obviously here in Dallas, and when Shane Gillis' special came out, everyone on their stories was just took a picture and they just wanted to acknowledge that they're watching this special.
Yeah.
So that's how I knew it was a big deal.
So this is the history with SNL.
Okay. Ready.
So he auditioned.
I know that celebrities go on there every now and then.
Oh, you don't know anything about SNL?
No.
Well, it stands for Saturday Night Live. Started in the 70s.
Oh, wow. 70s?
And yeah, it's been going on close to 50 years.
So kind of like Despierta America.
Sure. But but yeah, there's multiple casts because originally I had started with one small cast. Eddie Murphy was on it, like Adam Sandler, Eddie Murphy, big Will Ferrell, Dana Carvey, bunch of huge comics, and a lot of them are like Harvard, like they come from the Lampoon from Harvard and stuff like that. And it's basically a sketch show that they do. They get it ready in a week, so they start getting it ready on Monday. They write out sketches.
Wait, so they have Sunday off?
I don't know. Probably not, honestly.
You're joking.
They have writers. They have like a huge writers room that's like super, like very coveted, like to be on.
Okay, where is this show based out of?
New York.
Okay.
Live from. You've never heard the phrase "live from New York"? It's Saturday night.
No.
Never.
No.
Wow, wild.
Maybe, but I wasn't paying attention to it because I do watch the Kardashian one that came out. I watched hers.
Okay.
Maybe they did say it, but
so it's a 2-hour-long live show.
So like an opera or like a theater, like Broadway theater.
Hour and a half, really, with commercials.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they have musical guests every week. They have a guest host, which is a celebrity. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, they have
so there's
huge
always
celebrities.
2 guests.
No. There's only ever one. Unless it's like a tandem group.
But you said that they have a music guest
a musical guest and a guest host.
So who did he guest host with?
I think it was 21 Savage.
Okay.
But he's not hosting. Like 21 Savage is just there like to perform. Mm-hmm. Right?
That's the musical guest.
Yeah, that's the musical guest. And then there's the guest host. And he's not a part of
skit.
If he wants to be, they can write him in. Okay, but sometimes they don't. Sometimes they do. It just depends.
Got it.
A very famous one that's really funny is one with Ryan Gosling when he hosted.
Everything he does is funny.
Yeah. So it's funny because he breaks.
No way.
Yeah. But like,
did not see that coming.
That's like a funnier thing when they break.
Oh, okay.
Like it's this whole thing with us. It's crazy. You have no idea anything about this.
You just
it's like
at
huge.
One point you just got too big for me, and you just didn't even care about me, and just didn't care to show me anything about your life or your interests or anything. I think it was right around the time you turned 16.
No, it's probably more weird that I was like 10, 11 years old, staying up.
You were watching this at 10, 11 years old?
Like watching Saturday Night Live. Oh. That was like what I would do on Saturdays.
There was a whole part of your life that I had no friends.
About. It comes on like at 11.
Okay.
At night. Or 12, one of those two. So the whole big deal is that like Shane Gillis 4 years ago got hired on at SNL. And then because of something that he said on his podcast. Yeah.
They fired him? What did he say?
It was like an Asian joke or something like that. I'm sure you could look it up.
They fired him because of that? Don't they say pretty racy jokes on this thing?
Not anymore. They used to. Not anymore. The thing is, like SNL, it's huge and it's still going on. But it's much like The Simpsons where people are still watching it, so they still have it on, but it's not as good as it once was. I think this might be like a resurgence where they're kind of just like, all right, we're...
With Shane Gillis specifically? Or
I think specifically like...
With other comedians maybe?
I don't even know about other comedians, but I think they're starting to bring in writers to where it's like, okay, we're not going to care about like what people are saying now. I think we've like tried to curate this to be very like... I don't want to say woke, but like... If they did one with
Bobby Lee.
Well, Bobby Lee was on Mad TV.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why.
I don't know. I don't think he would do it.
I do. Okay, so this is like Mad TV then.
This is bigger than Mad TV. Oh. Because it's been going on almost 50 years. Right.
And Mad TV was started in like the 90s?
Yes. Late 90s.
Okay.
Early,
late
90s, early 2000s.
Oh, it was way better than it. So, Mad TV... Because I remember you and Fernando talking a lot about Mad TV.
Yeah.
When you were a kid. So Mad TV was a spin-off of this.
No. It wasn't a spin-off. It was just another
competitor.
Oh. Yeah.
All right.
This is in a similar vein of like Chappelle's show, like where they do sketches and stuff like that.
Okay, so this is
a sketch comedy show.
Okay.
And so 4 years ago, he gets hired one day.
Okay.
Then somebody comes out and says, y'all hired a racist person. Because he was doing like an Asian accent and like jokes on his podcast. And then they started digging through. And then they tell him, Lorne Michaels, the creator, and I don't think he's a showrunner, but the creator of the show was just like, dude, I'm sorry. I don't want to fire you, but like it's out of my hands right now, like the network. So they fired him. He gets canceled. And then he goes, like, that's what made him big. But this is why it's such a big deal is because, and why, like, I assume if you're following, like, a lot of comedians, like Bert Kreischer, Tom Segura, like a lot of big comedians, they're all yesterday and the day before, they were posting like crazy, like Saturday Night Live, go watch it, Shane Gillis, Ultimate Redemption Story.
No way.
He got fired like in 18 hours.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then after that, it was just this whole thing where he was basically getting canceled. Like everybody was like, you're a piece of shit. Like, I can't believe you did this. Like, blah, blah, blah. I'm glad they fired you. Then his podcast gets huge. Then every huge comedian starts having them on this podcast. Joe Rogan, Bert Kreischer. And the thing is, like, he was already big in New York. Like,
can I ask what the time frame is on all of this? For like the 4 years ago, you said, so this was back like during COVID,
like
and
before, maybe even
before COVID. Okay.
Or maybe no, it was like right after COVID, probably.
So would you say that during COVID is when he became popular? After all this happened?
Yeah, probably like after all this happened because everybody was talking about it. Like in the comedy space, everybody was talking about it, and then podcasts were getting even bigger at the time.
Yeah.
So then his got huge, and even now they're like one of the biggest
really
Patreon.
big.
Yeah,
Dude, when I did the calculations on how much money they make a month, and it's not that hard. All you gotta do is look at the price of the subscription, and then it tells you how many members have actually subscribed, and then you can do the math from there. A month. A month.
Yeah.
Once you do your calculations,
they moved to Austin.
Yeah, I know that. I know that because I watch a lot of comedy podcasts, and a lot of them talk about him and like how he is already in Austin.
Yeah,
that's crazy. He's only 4 hours away from you.
Yeah, he's super funny, very hilarious.
One of your faves.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's.
I will
crazy
say though, his last special I didn't like that much.
Really, everyone was talking about it.
I liked his first one a lot more.
But so you don't like where he's evolving to?
No, he's still really funny. Oh, okay. It's still funny, but I did like his first one a lot. And it was also recorded. The first one was recorded in Austin. At the Creek in the Cave, I think. But anyway, yeah, so it's just this whole thing of like 4 years ago, he gets hired on SNL. He gets fired within like 18, 20 hours, like within a day. And then...
did they get paid for this?
Who? Shane Gillis? For getting hired? No, he didn't work.
No, for doing guest
no
spot.
idea.
Oh, okay.
I think so.
Because they should. I would have. Yeah. I would have. He would have. I bet you he asked for crazy amount of money.
Yeah. Nah, probably not. It'd probably be like, yeah, this is a cool story. Oh, but
Humble King, we love that.
Another thing is that the reason that he got hired is because after he did SNL, he started doing skits himself. And beforehand, he was also doing skits, which were really funny. They're called, if you look them on YouTube, it's called Gillian Keeves. And they're very funny skits. There's this one about he works at a what's it called? He works at a car lot that's called ISIS, like ISIS car lot, because the person's last name is ISIS. Yeah, it's really funny.
Okay.
And then but yeah, like the whole thing is just like, it's been 4 years since this happened, or almost 4 years, and now he's hosting SNL.
Crazy.
Yeah, so they brought him back.
That's awesome.
And I've been hearing about it for weeks, and I kept thinking that I missed it because they were just talking about it, and I was like, "Oh, damn, it's coming out this week."
Is there a place where you
can see it? And I had to be
at
Natalie's. I wanted to go out there and be like, "This is a historical night." You don't understand.
Is there a place where you can see it all again?
Probably Peacock. I think it's on Peacock. Yeah. Okay. But I'll just watch clips. But wow. Yeah. And the thing is, like, he's a good sketch writer. Okay, funny.
Another question that I have. The guests, they're allowed to write the sketches?
Yeah.
They have say in what they...
It depends on how much they want to be involved. There's some people that are, like, they'll have actors on that are, like, too serious. Like, historically or, like, infamously. What's that dude that was in Dirty Dancing? Swayze.
Patrick Swayze, huh?
Yeah, Patrick Swayze was on, and he did not want to cooperate, like, at all. Oh no, wait, no, it wasn't Swayze. Well, actually, yeah, him a little bit, but it was damn it.
What was he in?
Lethal Weapon.
No idea. Lethal Weapon. Let me see.
No, it wasn't Lethal Weapon.
It wasn't Lethal Weapon?
No, it was like a. Damn it! What was his name?
Oh no, you're gonna kill me. What else was he on?
I'm trying to think. He was like in a bunch of really bad action. Seagal. Something Seagal. Steven Seagal.
Oh, HR counseling and benefits consulting.
Oh, okay. Steven Seagal. Right there. That fat tub of shit.
Fat? Ew, why does he look like that?
Do you know what he used to look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, he looks like that now. Because he's an insane person.
Is he really?
Yeah. But yeah, so Steven Seagal famously was like a very like bad to work with. Like he didn't anything that was. The idea is that you're supposed to be poking fun at the host, or you're trying to make it to where like they're also funny, you know. So some people are just difficult to work with, and he was very difficult because he was like, I don't like every joke would be like, I don't understand.
Really?
Yeah, because it would kind of be poking fun at him.
Okay.
Because he was like an action star, so they had him on because he was huge at the time. And everything that they pitched him, he just was not receptive to. And he was like, no. Like, you know, The
So
Rock.
how did they end up doing is...
Like, you know that story, like The Rock and Vin Diesel have it in their contracts where they can't lose a fight in their movies.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They can get their ass whooped, but they always have to win.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Okay. I did not know that.
Yeah. But, yeah, Shane Gillis is super funny. It's crazy. Like, that's the one I was telling you about, the ISIS one.
Oh, this one here.
Yeah.
This is his own sketch.
Yeah, yeah. That's what he
How
did.
old is he?
In his late 30s.
Late 30s, okay. So apparently stardom starts around 40s.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, wait a second.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean we can let up though.
Nope. But yeah,
Wow.
like, there's this writer who kind of he calls himself like a comedy journalist or a comedy critic.
Who is it?
I don't remember his name, but they talk
Big
about him
time?
a lot. Sort of. I think he's the one that broke the story of like what led to him getting canceled.
Oh, let me see. Let's see. Who broke the story?
That's too much.
On Shane Gillis.
That's too much. 2 L's.
Cancellation. It was on Vox. It was a guy named Alex Abad Santos.
I think that was him, or maybe it wasn't. So this is like in 2019 then.
Yeah, the date is September 16th, 2019, 5:25 p.m. SNL fires new hire Shane Gillis after recent homophobic and racist slurs surface. SNL will proceed without Gillis at the end of the month. That's crazy. Alex Abdad Santos is a senior correspondent who explains what society obsesses over, from Marvel and movies to fitness and skincare. He came to Vox in 2014. Prior to that, he worked in Atlanta. Oh, sorry, he worked at the Atlantic. Let's see what he looks like. This is what he looks like.
I think it might be him.
Do we have pictures? No.
Just that one, but you can't really see it. Enhance. Zoom in.
Okay, let's zoom in.
Enhance.
Oh, he's handsome. I'll go ahead and take a screenshot of that.
Enhance.
Little face.
I don't know if it was him. I'm not 100% sure if it was him because the name doesn't sound familiar.
If anyone, you know who it is. Okay.
If I saw the name or read the name, I would be like, oh, okay, yeah, that's what they talk about. Because they talk about him on like other podcasts and stuff because he's done it to other people.
Oh, okay. But
Yeah.
what do you mean done it? It was his fault?
Like he'll come out and say like he'll go to comedy shows, write down what they said and why it's problematic, why they said it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but I don't know if it's this person.
I'm going to just save it just so that we can acknowledge his article.
Yeah.
Santos.
But yeah, dude, it's just kind of crazy.
Okay,
Like
well.
this whole
full circle.
redemption arc of him getting fired, him coming on. Now he's hosting SNL. Like they brought him back.
So how many skits can they do within the 1.5 hour
They have
mark? I'm sure they prep for 2 and then get rid of things that just don't.
Yeah, like up until the day of, they're cutting stuff out.
Because I've seen a
You know
lot.
who the head writers are, right?
Not a clue.
Michael Che and Colin Jost.
No idea.
You ever watch? Look up
I've always wanted to be a writer.
SNL. Colin Jost. There.
I know him. That's
Scarlett Johansson's husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, he's on here too. Okay, I've seen clips of him. Yeah.
Have you ever seen the joke exchanges
Joke exchanges
between him and Michael Che?
No.
It's really funny. I'm gonna show you them once we stop recording. But yeah, he's the head writer, I believe.
He's head writer.
Him and Michael Che, I believe.
Okay, so now Michael Che.
Michael Che is the black guy.
CH.
CHE.
Oh, they're head writers.
Do you hear that?
Sounds like a. Yeah.
Is it windy outside? That windy?
I don't think so.
I don't know. Maybe my house broke.
Okay,
he's got a really funny joke on this special where he's like, in my neighborhood I was hanging out with my buddy Crippled Dave, and everybody laughs like at the name, and he's like, "What? We had another Dave."
What do you mean? Oh. Okay, so they're head writers then?
I think they're both the head writers. Yeah.
It stopped. It stopped.
No,
It stopped.
Oh, I don't know what it was.
Okay.
But yeah, they're the head writers, And
so if you want to be in the comedy space and you don't necessarily want to be a comedian, you can
be a writer. There's a lot of very good writers.
Yeah. Well.
And a lot of people like that don't end up going into stand-up. Like they'll do stand-up and then they go into writing. Like it's a common thing that ends up happening, which is cool. You know, everybody finds their own lane.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that's another crazy thing that happened this weekend.
That's crazy. I don't know anything else. Beyonce, her album.
Is she going to come out with an album?
I think she's going to come out with a country album. She has to, right?
I don't know. She didn't do anything.
Okay. No.
I'll be honest, I didn't like the song that much.
Everyone is, and I've used it too, putting it on their stories and on their posts, and it's everywhere on TikTok. People like it.
Yeah.
It's catchy.
It's fine.
It's a bop.
It's fine.
Whenever a song is that popular, you end up liking it just because you heard it so much. It gets stuck in your head.
It becomes an earworm.
Yeah.
I actually started liking that one Peso Pluma song.
Which one?
The when you keep playing with that other dude. Yeah.
It's really good.
And I keep trying to I keep listening to it to try to I keep listening to it just because I want to sing it. But I have no idea what they're saying.
Oh, the guy's part? It's so... What do you mean?
With the two dudes.
No, I know the song, but what do you mean you don't get what they're saying?
Because my brain can't figure it out.
Okay.
Because it keeps jumbling words for some reason, my brain.
La Intención lyrics. Let's just look up maybe the bridge. Okay. Well, which one is the bridge?
The part where it's like that's the bridge.
Okay.
Si él te compra, like I know this part. Si él te compra esos vestidos, pero
it's that part. It's that part. Where is it? Right here?
No, down. Right there where it starts with C. Right there.
Oh,
there.
yeah. Okay.
Zoom in.
Okay.
Enhance.
All right. Relax.
Zoom in.
This is the chorus. Okay. For real?
No.
Okay. That's
si
really cool. That's really big.
No, it's good. Si él te compra esos vestidos, pero yo te
okay, yes. This is Cristian Nodal's part. Yes. Okay.
Oh, okay. Because the way they're saying it, like I have to read it so that I can actually see like how it is.
Yeah. So C, that's a comma. So it's saying like, yes, he does buy you these dresses.
Not if he buys you those dresses. God dang it, Spanish is confusing.
There you go. No, you're just...
Yeah, I just need to read it.
Yeah.
Man, these acentos. They
go
mean
ahead.
Something. Si él te compra esos vestidos, si...
No, listen. You're not saying it right.
I know, I'm trying to... Si él te compra... Si... Sir. See? The way they do it. Si él te compra... I have to sing it. Because there's a hard comma right there.
Si él te compra...
Esos vestidos, pero yo te
that's a bar right there.
Desvestí.
In English, it's saying, yes, he did buy all those dresses, but I took them off. Okay, but I undressed you. Yeah.
Hace todo para que te quedas y aún así
it doesn't work in English. That works because vestidos y desvestí.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead. I had to point that out.
Well, he buys you all of the dresses and I undress you. That's what it is.
But it doesn't sound right. No. Anyway, sorry, go ahead.
Hace todo para que te quedes y aún así te hago venir, which is he does everything to keep you, or he does everything to keep you, but I still make you come. I make you come, baby.
We actually did acknowledge that word when we were listening to it.
Yeah.
Because it was like, it's crazy that's how you say come in Spanish.
Is it though? Or are we just reading too much into it?
Así te hago venir. I've seen it like that in a lot of these corridos.
Ya no digas que lo amas, no te engañas, si me extrañas. En tu vida no hay pasión, aunque tengan la intención.
Aunque tenga la intención.
Oh, okay. Aunque tenga la intención, which is don't tell me or don't say that you love him Don't. How do you say engaños? Don't try to convince yourself.
Oh, en tu vida no hay pasión aunque tenga la intención.
No te engañes.
Oh, ya no hay.
No te engañes.
Oh, no te engañes. Like, don't lie to yourself.
Yeah, okay, there we go. That's what it is. Si me extrañas, you miss me. En tu vida no hay pasión. There's no passion in your life. Aunque tenga la intención, even though that's your intention. His intention.
But it's I hate translating it in English because it just doesn't do it justice.
Yeah, like when you do a Bad Bunny.
Yeah, it's like, really good. Titi me preguntó. My aunt Titi.
Yeah, it's like my tia.
Yeah, my aunt Titi.
My tia asked me why I have so many.
No, that
girlfriends.
works. Auntie Titi. No,
yeah,
that's a lot.
I think it's just Titi is like tia.
I'm glad that you like that song. It means that we're finally getting you to maybe start getting into the music that we like. Because Justine likes Peso Pluma too.
Yeah.
I realized that you only like the Cristiano Nodal part.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
That's both of their parts. They go back and forth on that one.
But you like his better.
Yeah.
The thing with Peso Pluma's song, to me,
I get the emotion.
It's rebellion.
I don't think it is.
It's gnarly. It's
gnarly, dude.
It's like it's
totally radical,
aggressive.
Dude.
It's everything that people don't
I don't think
that Mexicans are.
Okay.
You know, and it's this generation. It's like this is who we are, and
I don't think it's us. He's significantly younger than us.
No, yeah, Gen Z. But that's what I'm saying. Like this generation, they're like you've underestimated us too long. You see us as one way. Like we're gonna come at you full force. Like we're gonna make people listen to us. They're gonna fall in love with us. It's like to me it's rebel without a cause, and it's what people don't associate with Mexicans. People see Mexicans as very, how would you say it?
Dirty.
Dig their heads in the ground. Like don't try to react. Don't try to stir the pot.
I think that's how you see Mexicans.
No, I think that's how the world sees Mexicans.
I don't think so.
I think so.
People have a lot of problems with Mexicans.
Yeah, they do, but overall, I feel like their opinion of us is lower than honestly any other minority.
No, dude, my job tells me all the time I'm one of the good ones. They think very
you're one of
highly
the good Mexicans, not one of the good minorities.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's gonna be it for this week's Word Vomit. We are so thankful that you're coming around. We actually got, I think, around 5 subscribers just in this last week. I'll be honest, I'm working a lot on our algorithm and our SEO. I'm really trying to learn all this stuff now that
What's
we
SEO?
have. Don't worry, pretty little head about it. And yeah, we're actually like showing up in more people's stuff clearly because we're getting more subscribers. Thank you so much for subscribing, for tuning in. And yeah, follow our Instagram. I upload a lot. I actually went on like a crazy tangent this past week. I don't think you saw it, but
no, my internet was down.
All right. Anyway, follow us and we'll see you next week.